If you're a Christian who bases your faith and convictions on what the Bible actually says, and you provide a business service that because of a person's chosen lifestyle, providing that service would violate your convictions, so you say no. Remember now, this is a lifestyle they choose, not the color of their skin, which a person does not choose. Mayor Parker is proposing an ordinance that will make you a criminal if you say no simply because of your deeply held religious convictions. You aren't in any way devaluing them as a person, nor are you being hateful or ugly toward them, but as a Christian, you just don't want to be forced to endorse or participate or support their lifestyle choice, so you turn their business down. With this ordinance, Mayor Parker will prosecute you as a criminal. Her non-discrimination ordinance will definitely discriminate against you and make you a criminal. Remember, people will be prosecuted by what the ordinance says, not by all of the conjecture the city attorney and others are using as a smokescreen to disguise what will really happen.
Mayor Parker's appointed city attorney, who worked on this ordinance for months, said he couldn't find a single instance where a male sexual predator put on women's clothing and then entered a women's restroom or locker room to watch or photograph women and young girls undressing or using the restroom or exposing himself to them. Our legal team found more than a dozen in a few hours in a brief analysis of Mayor Parker's ordinance that will give legal protection to sexual predators like this by allowing them to legally enter most every women's restroom in Houston. As a woman, a mother, and a grandmother, I am shocked that you would in any way put me, my daughters, or my granddaughters at risk by allowing a man who puts on women's attire to have legal access to women's restrooms and locker rooms all over Houston. It is offensive, disgusting, and beyond any sense of common moral decency that you would willingly expose women and girls in Houston to the possibility of a male sexual predator with your ordinance.
As a husband, father, grandfather, and as a pastor, I say, shame on you, Mayor Parker, for giving legal protection through your so-called non-discrimination ordinance to any sexual predator who might use your ordinance to gain legal access to women's restrooms and locker rooms all over Houston. Becky and I moved to Houston from the San Francisco area 30 years ago. We raised our daughters here, and our grandkids all live here. The city attorney representing the mayor said that we need this ordinance so we can be like other major cities in the country. If they're referring to San Francisco, and I'm sure that's on their list, since we're from there, I can tell you that we don't want Houston to be like San Francisco. Every citizen, every pastor, every city council member with any sense of decency should be outraged at this egregious abuse of the mayoral office by Mayor Parker. The only way to stop her is for the city council to vote no. You can be sure that she's already counted her votes, and unless you contact every city council member and respectfully demand they vote no, Mayor Parker will win. If this doesn't motivate you to stand up and speak up, I don't know what will. I'm asking you to help make this go viral. Please pass this on by social media to everyone you can and ask them to do what I've asked you to do and contact every city council member and then ask them to pass it on like you did. Let's make sure in Houston, Texas that we say absolutely no to Mayor Parker on her ordinance.